of this morning's Pass the Ball segment. He is the man that has the reputation of being a master builder. He's a six-figure ring earner, gold legacy member, and the first shareholder in Washington, D.C. He's known to this family as the man of courageous conversations. We talking about that guy looking right in the mirror. Well, he was looking right at us real good. One time, there he is, Uncle Jack.
Woo! Great morning, great morning, great morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Troy. I appreciate it. And ladies and gentlemen, it is drums, please. It is Winning Wednesday here at the biggest, baddest CEO meetup on the planet. Of course, this, like Troy said, yours truly, Uncle Jack. And we are officially in the tip drill version of Pass the Ball. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how we like to do. So real quick, I'm going to reiterate. Send those last minute texts. We was on a trajectory up to 60, 70 people. Now we back to 26. So we got to get these numbers up. Because the people need to be plugged in. If we going to all get to where we going, we got to be on the same page. Yes or yes? One band, one sound, right? One band, one sound. So we got to make sure that we are responsible enough as leaders. When we get our people plugged in, we got to plug them in. Because what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have some people excited to join. The moment they sign their AOA, guess what? Some people are going to join the witness protection program. That's just how it goes. You're going to get some, the weeds going to get some, the birds going to get some, and we going to get some. But we got to become deliberate and intentional about painting the picture. See, here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Some of us have the skill set to get people interested, but we don't have the closing skills to make people cross the finish line. So we got to work on our closing skills. At the beginning, at the foundation, when you're bringing people on, you got to get good at painting the picture, because once they plug in and get this stuff, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you stayed on me about plugging in. Because one thing we always say is, me and Coach Erik, we train a little different. A lot of times you don't even realize you're being trained because you're getting it in some courageous conversation or some Coach Erik-ology. Do y'all feel me? You getting some courageous conversation or some Coach Erik-ology, and a lot of times the training is just mission. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I got 3 questions for y'all. Drums, please. Thank you, Dr. Mark. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Do y'all hear a little bit of echo, like a teeny bit?
No.
I love it. Right where it's at. That's the echo that I grew up on listening to the bands and stuff. So I'm gonna keep it right there for a second. So with that being said, second question. What's up?
My
income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody, sir. Everybody.
Hold on,
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
real quick. Just an Uncle Jock update. This is just a personal update I'm proud of myself. 31 pounds down in 3.5 months. Just starting to see my neck again.
All
Feel what I'm
right,
saying?
that's what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about. Let's go.
Awesome.
And to
Go.
say that yesterday.
Getting your summer body ready.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get the winter body ready first. Thank you, Dr. T. Thank you,
Way to
Dr. T.
go.
Hey,
You know
Doc,
what's
before
funny?
you get started, I just got to shout out the fact that Monique and I got the same color on today. Whoop whoop.
Uh-oh, they got on the green sheet green today. Green sheet green. But real quick, y'all, the reason that I even said that is because sometimes, you just got to make a decision. I woke up one day and I looked in the mirror in May. No, in January, February, March, April, May. In June, and I didn't like what I saw. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take 6 months and I'm going to disappear. And I'm going to totally transform myself. So when I come out, I'm going to be on some whole next level stuff. And people going to think that they just saw me a few minutes ago, but it's going to be months. So when I come back, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to look better. My bank account going to be better. So I'm saying all this, ladies and gentlemen, comes down to making a decision. Even with your business, you got to make a decision. And real quick, do y'all hear like wind blowing in my background? Okay, good, because I got a fan on, but I put my little microphone cover on, and they got this noise reducer button. Sometimes they tell you getting noise reduced stuff, and it don't be noise reducing. You can hear
Right.
everything in the background. So I just wanted to make sure. But getting back to what I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a great. Everybody on this Zoom. Let me ask a show of hands or type in the chat. Who's pretty much healthier now than they were a little while ago? The reason I'm saying is because some of us are and some of us are not. One of our biggest challenges moving forward is being healthy. We can't do no thing if we're not healthy. Does that make sense? And I'm not just talking about being physically healthy. We got to be mentally healthy too, psychologically healthy too. We got to be physically and financially fit for us here to move forward. Yes or yes?
That's right. Yes.
I just wanted to have that courageous conversation with y'all this morning. Today's courageous conversation today's one money minute move from Uncle Jock is just make sure that you're intentional about being healthy. Okay? Financially and mentally, we got to be healthy both ways. If we're going to go out here and we're all on a mission, and we all got to be singing the same song. Like I said, one band, one sound. So with that being said, I'm going to take the ball and pass it to a gentleman who we know has some type of plug with Family Feud. Okay. I don't know if he ordered his button on Amazon. I don't know how he just beats everybody to the punch. I'm trying to give y'all some inside scoop. Beat him to the buzzer. He is like 174-1, and the day that he lost, he did it. He kind of took a knee, if you will. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm gonna give it up to none other than this guy. Totally gets what we're doing, and he's sharing. It's a funny thing. And Dr. Mark, I'm gonna suggest this to you as we're going through inside the studio, and as you're building content. Come back and grab your clips. Grab your clips, because as you compile those clips, you got content. And then you can chop your content up. There's a nugget for everybody. I'm trying to tell y'all how to use this platform. We explain it all the time. Come back and create your own 1 minute money moves, or Dr. Mark, the financial prophet, 1 minute shot in the arm, or something, whatever you do. But you come back here, ladies and gentlemen, and grab your content. So with that being said, the cameras are rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take.
Thank you, Uncle Jack. I appreciate that. And man, that's why I wrote my book, The 4 Eyes of a Healthy Financial House. That's what I was passionate about, Uncle Jack, about having a healthy financial house. So you hit right on point this morning. Appreciate that because it's so important to have a healthy mind and being financially fit for our family to leave a legacy
Yes.
for our family. So thank you for that, Uncle Jack. And big ups to you, man, because we see the transformation. So grateful for that, man, to see you, in the
Thank you,
village
man.
impacting
Appreciate
us.
it.
This morning, y'all, now I want to say Nathaniel, 1%er, I beat you this morning. My hand was up before you, so I got you. So, but just, sharing this Medicare opportunity, you all, it's been awesome. I was reaching out to a person, we was in a golf tournament last year, and I remember sitting next to a pastor in another golf cart, and I reached out to him about Medicare, and I found out that they were having an event at their church very soon. And just reaching out to him, he said, "You know what? Y'all need to come to my church, you and your wife." I said, "When? We available. Let's get on your calendar." So we working on getting set up on September 13th to go share with their seniors at their church. And also reached out to my neighbor. My neighbor has a healthcare center that him and his wife set up a couple of years ago. I said, let me just send him a text and tell him what we're doing. He lived right next door, and I see him all the time. And I've been always putting down information to him and can tell him what we're doing with life insurance. And I said, "You got seniors in your church?" He said, "Of course. In January 2026, we're doing an event." But I said, "I want to get on your calendar now." So just reaching out to your neighbors, you know what I mean? Reaching out to people that maybe a year or two you saw. Man, people you think about, go through your Rolodex on your phone. This Medicare program is awesome, y'all, because you got family members,
Mhm.
even in your own family, that need Medicare. So, reach out to them too. So I want to share that this morning. Man, excited, stay fired up. And Uncle Jock, thank you for them nuggets, because I'm going to start getting on that immediately with what you shared with this morning. So wanted to share that this morning.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And real quick, um, you know, people miss the power of, I'll say the power of one more and the power of the slow drip. I want you to visualize something, right? If there was a drop that dropped out of your ceiling onto the floor and it was one drop, would you panic? Or would it make it really wouldn't do too much, right? Now, imagine that same drip was constant to the point you had to put a cup, a bucket, a bowl. How many been there before? I've been there before, right? And what happens if that drip is constant? It does what to the bucket or container?
Fills it up.
It fills it up, right?
Yep.
That's what slow dripping does. You gotta have, and here's the thing. If you're dripping from different places, if it's raining outside or snowing and that snow gets heavy on your roof, it may create a drip or it may create multiple drips. Some drips are going to drip faster, some drips are going to drip slower. But guess what? That compound effect is going to start filling up the buckets if you have them in place. So what I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, continue to slow drip. One form of let's talk about it real quick. What are some forms of slow dripping?
Mhm.
Posting on social media, emails, text messages, phone calls. Imagine those 4 different drips in your house and they're dripping at different levels. Your intent is to fill up that bucket with information. Guess what? So the information starts to fill up in that person's soul and starts to overflow to the point they're like, "Nah, man, I got to call this guy, or I got to call this lady." Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? That's just one thing that you got to be conscious of. Keep those slow drips, keep the drip campaigns going. So thank you, Dr. Mark, for sharing. I appreciate that.
Appreciate
And
that.
who are you passing that ball to?
I'm gonna pass this ball to one of my good friends here. We've been in competition lately, but man, this brother's doing a lot of great things, and I really admire what he's doing. He's going through a transformation also, and we see it, Nathaniel, the 1%er mindset. Nathaniel, but
Yes.
pass the ball to you. Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Mark, the Financial Prophet. That's PROFIT, my friend. Thank you so much. All right, guys. The 1%er mindset shift for the day. Real simple. Walk the walk. Everyone can talk the talk, but it takes a 1%er to follow through with action. Today, my money-making activities. I got two things going on. First, I told you guys I was at a party on Saturday. This weekend was pretty busy, so we're having our meeting today, but it's not going to be conventional office meeting. We're going to meet playing golf, right? So meet your client where they're at. They may not want to sit down and have a stuff, but the point is, right? You meet your client where you're at, and you walk in your calling. You don't walk in your calling from desperation, though. You walk in your calling from a genuine fiduciary mindset. So go out with your mindset to help others, not just your own bank account, right? Because learning about people and learning about what they really need is what our job is. Speaking of Medicare, Dr. Mark, I have handouts set up for my local community center down the street and at my church. I'm gonna see my pastors later on today at our event. We're having a Redwoods Cafe event this afternoon, evening, and there's a health fair coming up at my church. So I have been authorized to come with Medicare handouts and the ability to market to these qualified individuals in the next week or two. So remember, the mindset matters. Walk the walk, and don't forget you are a helper.
Hold up. You already know. I'm going to my Nate Dogg bag. Hold up. So, hold up. Did y'all hear what he first came out the gate with? This is my 1%er mindset shift of the day. All right, Nathaniel. Now we can ready to put you in the air fryer or put you in some hot grease and get you cooking, brother. You gotta do that post every day.
Yep. That's the plan, my friend. That's the plan.
Yes. That's powerful. That's your message. That's your seed that you put out into the universe every day. You do that 365 days a year. Not only do you have content, you got somewhere to point people to, and people will start. Guess what? It's a simple thing to digest. A 1 minute mindset message. Easy, palatable to digest, and an easy way to hook people and put them on your line so they start following. You picking up what you probably already did. This is more for everybody else. All right. Nathaniel, brother, you are totally transforming in front of our face. And you can see it, you can feel it. Keep applying pressure, brother, because once you kick in the door, you're going to be riding a wave that's going to be totally gratifying. And the fact that y'all like staying in the car is so important. I seen Nathaniel struggle with multiple issues, but guess what? He always shows up. Always shows up. And you stay. I learned something a long time ago. Stay in the meeting long enough to have a breakthrough. Woo! Some of y'all married couples, some of y'all folks that are in business, some of y'all having problems with your bosses, some of y'all having problems with your neighbors, some of you having problems with your brothers, your sisters. Stay in the meeting long enough to have a breakthrough. Thank you for sharing, Nathaniel. Who you passing that ball to, brother?
Yes, I'll be passing the ball to this lovely young lady. We know her as the Griot Leo. She is definitely always in the car and ready to participate. So please, Tuana, let us know what's happening.
So, I raised my hand with something else to say, and I forgot to listen to all of you, but I'm in 100% agreement with what Jock said about you, Nate. Nathaniel. We call you Nathaniel or Nate, because I like to say Nate, the 1% advisor.
Don't change nobody's brand name.
But I'm just saying that, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, that in honor of September being Life Insurance Awareness, you want to make that happen. So really quickly, I personally have to take a downtime for myself in order to recalibrate. So there are moments when I might watch a movie, and you know how sometimes you watch a movie, but you don't really watch it. But then that one day that you watch it and you start to hear some of the stuff that's coming out of it. And I said, oh, I want to share this with y'all, right? So it was Princess Diaries, and it was a letter from her father to her when she turned 16. And the letter said, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. And then he says, the brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all.
Wait.
Hold up.
Rewind the Alpine. Here you go. Say that last line again. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a second and peel back the onion on that and see how y'all interpreted that.
Okay. The last part was, the brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all.
Hold up. Okay. What does that mean to somebody? Come off of mute, please tell me what that means to them.
Can you repeat it, please?
Oh,
One more time.
Gracious,
The
that thing is
brave
heavy.
may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all.
Let's break it down as we go.
Okay.
The brave may not live forever. All of us on this line made a decision to sign an AOA. We are the brave, right? Continue, Tawana.
But the cautious do not live at all.
Man, I can go home after this. Y'all just hold up. I got put on these brand new pair of socks. You can knock my socks off. Do y'all realize what that statement and how powerful that is? If you don't get to getting, you have an opportunity that's been given to you. Regardless of whether this is something that you was thinking about doing or whatever, do y'all realize this may not be the life you chose, but this is the life that chose you for now? Man. Let me say that again. This may not be the life you chose, but this is the life that chose you for now. Today is what? Today is what date? What's today's date?
September 3rd.
September 3rd. Y'all are here. If you don't take the shot, how you ever going to score and how you ever going to show up for your family that ain't even born yet that's counting on you? Woo! Man, Tawana, you done sparked some stuff. You play too much. You better stop playing with me, girl. Woo!
So with that being
block is
said,
hot.
I'm ready to live. I'm ready to do what's necessary. And when I wake up in the morning, I say, well, let's go. Let's do what I need to do. So yes, going to get the hair done a little bit, get back on camera and do what I need to do. And I'm also, and Troy knows her personally, I will be reaching out to my sister-in-law, who's a chiropractor, that knows a lot of people that are of the age to get this Medicare. So I will be reaching out to her to see if she wants to join the team.
Cool. Looking at the clock, we in speed time. I ain't realized this was this late. So tempo is up. We got 2 more hands. No more hands going up. So if you were cherry picking, you got to wait till tomorrow. Speed time.
All right, well, pass the superstar, executive director, superstar 𝗍𝗍 彼.
Thank you so much, Miss T. Mr. 𝗍𝗍𝗀𝗍. I'm sorry, my bad. The 𝗍𝗍𝗀𝗍. Thank you so much, ma'am. Just real quick, I too have been working on some branding, Nathaniel. So we've been talking about a lot of great things, working on a few books, a few things that are going on, but one in particular that we've been talking about lately, I'm creating something that's called the Bosses Club. And inside of the Bosses Club, we will have something that's called the Vault. And inside the vault will be part of our digital product span. And also we'll be producing things that are called Notes from the Vault. So Notes from the Vault would be like our daily drip campaign that we'll be kind of implementing. And Nathaniel kind of struck a chord. I know we're on speed time, but I'm going to try to do this the best I can. Inside the vault, there's some things that we need to just make sure that we're passing on to people. One thing that I want to tell you guys, I saw an article yesterday and it said 𝗯𝗿𝗲𝗀, better known as Metta World Peace now, he lost $1 billion by not understanding what legacy meant. Okay? Now, I want you guys to hear me and hear me well. Do not miss the legacy because you don't understand the business.
Woo.
Opportunities only come a few times in life, right? And right now we have ourselves in a gold mine. When I say a gold mine, I mean a gold mine. Go seize the moment, seize the opportunity that we have here, collect what you came to get, and allow the legacy to build. Okay, and I want you guys, we're speaking a little bit, not directly, but I want you to really, really hear what we're talking about. In other words, go get the freaking shares, y'all. That's what we came for, right? Let's go get the shares. And the more of us that can get them this year, the better you're positioning yourselves, because next year they're not going to look the same. Stop playing with this. And when I say that, I'm looking at myself in this camera. Stop playing with this. It's time to be 100% 2 feet in, all in at this place, because these things are gonna pass away. And then lastly, one really, really, really quick nugget is, as we're building these Medicare spaces and we're creating spaces for affiliate marketers, don't forget everybody get a green sheet.
Yep.
Okay?
Great
Do not
point.
forget that
Great
concept.
point.
Bring them in, allow them to do their affiliate marketing program, but guess what? You need to backdoor them back to your table. You need to get a green sheet and get some applications on these people that are coming in. That's all I got. Okay, sorry, I went over a little bit.
Thank you for sharing. And here's the thing: if
You're
you
welcome.
don't understand your legacy, the legacy plan, you got to understand this. I've been to a lot of places. I've been around the world now. I ain't seen no plan like this. I don't know, and I don't know why. I ain't seen no plan like this. But I know one thing for sure. I'm gonna get my shares. You feel me? I'm getting my shares. Y'all got to get your shares. It's there. Nobody, no other company is offering a gift like this to you. Go pick your gift up. If somebody told you you had $10 million across country, guess what you're going to do? All y'all complain about, I ain't got the money to do this. I ain't got the money to do this. I can't invest my, I bet you'll find a way to get to that damn $10 million. Look at it the same way. Same way. Real quick, Chandra Winford. I'm sorry, my eyeglasses don't even work this morning. Chandra Winford. I'm sorry.
So I want to actually yesterday I officially joined the team.
Welcome. Everybody give her a village.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Chandra.
And I just want to say that I know it was God ordained, because I didn't seek out this team. One of your teammates that met me at another seminar that we were on, and we found out we both did the same thing. We're in the same state. We just connected, we talked, and then that was it. And then she just reached out to me out of the blue and said, hey, have you heard of this? You know anything about this? And so when it came to me, I was like, wow, it sounds interesting. Let me hear about it. So she invited me in. She had a call, and she gave me the information. But me being the leader that I am, I did my own research. I checked it out, and I have a team. And because I have a team, I had to check it out, not only for me, because I didn't want to bring my team over without knowing about it. And then because everything didn't line up for the team, I was kind of hesitant to move without the team. But then I said, I'm going to be the trailblazer. I know it sounds good. I didn't seek it out. So I'm going to move and find out how good it is. And then I'm going to share it with the team and invite them to come over. So I'm excited to be here. I like what you guys are talking about. Great call.
Chandra, real quick.
Happy to have you.
Because first I'd like to say welcome. We love the fact that you did your due diligence and you're doing your due diligence. But here's the thing we all want to know, because you left us with a cliffhanger. Who is she?
They better watch out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, when I say who is she, who brought you in?
Who is she? I think they said who are me? Who am I? Oh, who is she? Oh, the lady. Her name is Corrine.
Oh,
Corrine. All right. Well, welcome
Corrine.
to the village, and we are glad to have you. Now we're gonna transition real quick. We're a little bit over, so we're gonna keep this thing moving. I'm gonna take
Hold on,
the
Uncle
mic.
Jock, don't act like you know who Corrine is, though.
I don't. But I was trying to give you some time so you can come in on your segment, sir. If you let me rewind the outline, I'm gonna set you up perfect. But now that we're here in this weird space, so who's Corrine? See, we don't even know.